It's still Heart Clinic on Origin Television, and today we're talking about how to deal with disappointment. For the benefit of those who are just joining us, a lot has been said. A lot. I implore you to make sure you watch the repeat of this show if you've missed this one at all. And we're still talking about dealing with disappointment and dealing with forgiveness, especially when it has to do with cheating. And I asked him a very sensitive question. How do you fix that relationship after cheating? After the cheating saga, after you have forgiven the person, how do you now move on and fix the relationship? And what I was able to deduce of everything my guest said was the fact that always remember that you are not even perfect yourself. Always remember that everything you do, you also need forgiveness. Sometimes you err and you also need forgiveness. But Ashima, I know you can buy a Latin welcome. Identifying your place of weakness and fault. You must be man enough to say that in wrong. Now, talking about the fact that you are now very, very close. You've amended all those wrongdoings, okay? And now you are in a new marriage. I'm happy you're sharing your story with us. I'm going to be asking very sensitive questions too now. Why didn't you legalize or formalize your previous marriage with the woman who had about 5 children with you?
Okay. I pushed for that and she said she could not. It was her own decision.
Because that might be one of the things that were actually bothering her.
It was a decision that she knew that I could not forget. I kept on saying, if I've not forgiven and, try to put it off my mind, we can't still get up to this level. So
she refused.
She refused to go into
that you formalize it, based on the fact that she was scared that you didn't forgive her.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And it took time, a lot of begging families coming into it, going to
you begging families to
let this woman
convince her.
Yeah.
Wow. So what really happened between the two of you? Why did she eventually leave? Abi, why did you leave her? What happened?
I didn't leave her. I didn't leave her. She just decided, she says she was going. Because,
again?
She was going now. At a point in time, life is not stable. Life is not stable, like men who have failure in business could lead to a lot of things. So because a lot of things were not working for you, she left again. She left again.
That's about the second time she left.
Of course, at that time I was owing like about 10 million naira. I was owing my bank about 10 million naira. I was finding it difficult to pay my office rent. I was on 840,000 per annum, my office. And, a lot of things and things weren't,
You were in debt.
I was in debt.
And things were not rosy for you. So she left the second time. How did you learn to let go? Did you fight for it again? Did you go after her? Or did you just choose to let go?
I still went after her. That is the truth. Begging pastors, begging spiritual leaders, please. The reason why I did that, I made up my mind I made up my mind when I was taking her. When I put her in the family ways, he was a school certificate holder.
Okay.
I was a graduate, and my family members said that I should not go ahead with her. I said no. Since I put her in the family way that I will marry her, so I took responsibility.
And you stood by her. And that thing kept ringing in your head, that you stood by her till the end.
That is that. And I said that I will never get 2 women into my life. So all this, I look. Let me point something out to you. There are certain things that guide a man in life. Like they talk about marriage vow. Am I right?
Yes, marital vows.
Why do people go into what they know that they cannot do? When I was a cultist, there is this thing, they say, Ofofo lo nperu, epe lo npole, atenuje npala igboran.
Etin pofo. Etin pofo.
It's what you call a vow. It's like a covenant. And you feel you need to keep it. Many people don't know, maybe it's like, maybe when they meet their lady, maybe it's erotic.
Making promises and not keeping promises.
So even when she left, I said that I will not marry again, that I will not take another woman.
Okay, so after you went after her and you kept begging her, and she didn't come back.
Refused.
Okay, at what point did you learn to let go?
Well, just though you are saying that we should not talk about religion, my assignment in the church had taken me to the level where I became a pastor. And
so you decided to really, because from what you're about to say now, being practical, you decided to concentrate more on work.
That is it.
So you decided to let go. So it was at that point that you just let it go. Okay, so at what point did you decide to love again? And how were you able to trust again?
Okay.
Because obìnrin lolo, obìnrin náà tún lélẹ̀.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. As at that time, my assignment in the church, people started wondering what's wrong with this man. As a pastor, the work we do, if you have a church of 100 members, 90 will be women. People will be coming in, going out.
Counseling. At
the point in time, the elders in the church, the pastors, they said, Oga, we know that you are a disciplined person and people know what you do. Then I say,
but anybody is prone to falling.
That is it. So, and as at that time, I said to myself, now I've chosen myself. Let God choose for me now. Because you need to look at the root of every marriage. How do you come? Maybe it's just the shape of a woman that you like. You go into the marriage. Something will happen later.
When that shape is no longer there.
The shape is no longer. So, and everything that I felt that I needed in a woman that will make me to be running up, and I said, okay, God, now give me a wife. Give me a wife.
How can God give you a wife? It is your choice that God follows now. He said, he that findeth.
It is more than that.
It is you that finds.
It is more than that. I got my wife by revelation. I had it loud and clear. This is your wife.
Revelation, but the good thing is, now you got married to another person.
Yeah.
How were you able to trust her? Weren't you scared that the same thing might repeat itself?
Well, I told you, when you are falling somewhere,
you make amends.
Remember a place where you are falling. So, like, I tried to bridge the gap.
So the good thing is, you learned from your past experience. Wow. That will take me to a quote I once read that said, it is not every relationship that ends in marriage. And whatever wrong relationship you have that broke you, learn to find out why it broke you down and make amends. Not every relationship is there to stand. Yes, some are there to just teach you lessons, while some are there to stay. So, from what you just told us now, that relationship was just there to teach you so many lessons. Yeah. Now, this one you are in, which agreed to formalize things with you, right? Now, you have been happy with her for close to 10 years now. Yeah. And I'm sure you've had misunderstandings, but you've sorted it out. Now, to the glory of God, did she accept the other 5 children?
Like I told you, all my children are with me. If you enter my house now, you never can know that my present wife is not the mother of all.
Does she have a baby with you now?
She has 2.
That's amazing. Wow, that's a whole lot. I'm just going to have you on the show once again because there's a lot I want you to foresee where we're going to then so but if anybody, I want you to give the last word to the youth out there.
Okay.
Young couple who are married, they are struggling. Some of them caught one another cheating. And they are still struggling. They are still finding out how to, should I get out of this marriage or should I forgive? How do I even do it? What do you have to tell them?
Well, I want to say that they should not be carried away by the present achievement of a man to go into marriage with him. a business executive today that can afford take you to Dubai, take you to Canada, or whatsoever, what you are seeing presently may not be there any longer. The reason why marriages are breaking now is that we build love on frivolities. What this man can afford presently.
What we see.
You know, the metamorphosis of my own life, I want to say that it could happen to anybody. So no job, I taken up job of 2,500. Just want to make ends living. So now, my present wife did not marry me because of money. I left where I was living. I went out of 4 flats. I rented just 1 room.
Just to find
I was angry with my. I was angry with myself.
Considering your experience, I understand.
And you know, number one, you know, most of the ladies who go to the university these days, they want to follow Dangote. They want to follow.
That's why I want you to give them that word of advice.
That is it. So,
especially for those who are struggling. They are even married now, but they are struggling because they caught each other cheating. You know, based on your experience, I want you to talk to them. How can they move on? How can they fix it? For the ones who are not ready to say sorry,
if a woman cheats because of your condition, if that condition doesn't improve, the tendency for another one to cheat is equally there. Let me borrow, if a man cannot provide for his household, God doesn't give such a man kudos.
God, so the one that can't provide for his home is worse than an infidel.
So provision for the home should be paramount. But it varies. You know, your husband is on 30,000 per month. You don't start coveting another man who is a bank manager and you are a friend to his wife. And you want to keep on dragging your husband. Everything, there must be this main theory.
Just be content with whatever it is your husband has. Okay, so how do they learn to forgive? How do they learn to fix their relationship?
Whenever there is an offense, you create time, you talk it over.
Good. Communication too.
Yeah, communication.
Okay.
And then make sure that you don't expose every detected fault to people. The people saying that they cannot accept that they have taken worse things. So don't judge your wife because of
or judge your husband because of a little fault.
That is it.
Thank you so much for coming, sir. You said so much today, and I'm sure everyone at home has learned a lot of things as well. In case they want to get in touch with you on your social media handle, how do they reach you?
Well, Oludude Jabez on Twitter, Instagram. Oludude Jabez.
Oludude.
JAB is you said Yinka. I am Oludude Olayimeka Jabez.
Yes.
Omo Ibanuje to domo. Say you understand. Oludude Jabez.
Oludude Jabez.
Okay. Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp, and 070-6646-9422.
Wow, it's so good to have you on the show once again, sir. Thank you so much for coming. You can actually leave your comments, your questions, your story, or you want to sit here with me to share your story with everyone out there and you want them to learn from you. Yes, Heart Clinic is here for you. I'm just a phone call away. Call me on 003-282-1059. 003-282-1059. And you can follow us on Instagram at OTV Nigeria, on Facebook OTV Nigeria, on Twitter OTV Nigeria. And don't forget that Oludude Yinka, come to OTV. Oludude Yinka de matter dada. Till we meet next week again on Heart Clinic. Temiloluwa Esan, your girl Adogbadele, is signing out. Ireo.